Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to film a day in my life at university during a national lockdown. I haven't filmed a video in a very long time. Life has just got on top of me like aggressively, so I'm really sorry for that, but I thought today I'm gonna film. The main reason is because I'm actually going onto campus, which is a massive rarity, so I thought, you know, like something's actually going on in my life today. Therefore, I will film a day in my life. Most of my days over the past month or so have literally been spent in this bedroom the whole time. Like, I'm lucky if I leave the house, but today I actually have a reason to be on campus, which is great. So today is, what day is it? Tuesday the 1st of December, actually. Oh, it's the 1st of December and I don't have an advent calendar. That's a job for later, but right now it is 20 past 10 in the morning. Been awake for like 20 minutes because I set my alarm for 10 this morning, which is probably quite late by a lot of people's standards to get up, but by my standards it's actually quite early. This lockdown has just broken my sleeping pattern and I've been literally like waking up at midday, so to be awake and see the hours of the morning is great for me. As you can probably tell, I'm looking pretty rough this morning, so I am going to go downstairs and eat some breakfast first and then get myself up and ready for the day and try and make myself look a bit more presentable. Then hopefully I can get a bit done before leaving the house at about midday. Ooh, I've just spotted my parcel from Lounge Underwear has come through the letterbox this morning a few days early, so that's a nice surprise, but I might open that this evening because I've got a lot to do this morning. Also, moment of appreciation for our Christmas tree. Breakfast this morning is just a cereal bar and a cup of tea because I'm going to be having a nice big lunch in only like an hour or so, so a small breakfast it is. So if you can hear the construction work next door, please ignore that because they are really loud and they've been at it for literally 2 months now, so it's slightly taking the piss at this point. But anyway, now it is like 11:30. Getting ready took a little bit longer than I thought it would, probably because I did makeup for like the first time in like 2 weeks, so I took my time over it. But now I need to do a tiny bit of work before I leave, but I need to leave the house in like 40 minutes-ish, if that. So first thing I'm going to do is email my dissertation tutor because I was doing work on my dis until like 1 in the morning and she basically just wants me to email her the first page of my dissertation. Also, for any of you who don't know, I am a third year at the University of Leeds doing computer science and maths. I say that in literally every video, but my dissertation is written in latex or LaTeX, I don't know, LaTeX? Anyway, I've had to start learning that. It's like a different way of writing documents, like instead of using Word, and it makes it easier to write more mathematical functions, and my dis is going to include a lot of those. So writing just the first page of my dis took quite a long time because I had to get my head around this entire new system. It's a bit like HTML. That's like the best way I can describe it. But my tutor wants to see the first page and I thought if I sent the email to her at like 1 in the morning it would look a bit bizarre. So I've waited until today, so that's the first thing I need to do, then hopefully she'll see it today. It doesn't need to be done until Thursday, so I've done it kind of early. For once I'm somewhat on the ball. And then I might do a tiny bit of reading for a coursework for a module called Graph Algorithms and Complexity Theory. The module isn't actually that bad, apart from this last part. So I've done the graph algorithms part and now we're on the complexity theory part, and that's the last out of 4 courseworks that I need to do. Done the other ones, did well on them, but this one I don't really understand, so I might just do a tiny bit of reading the lecture notes for that, and then maybe I'll have time to do that when I get home, but I don't know, it's quite a busy day. Anyway, I shall get on with it, and then I will bring you along when I go off to uni. I'm really not going to show much of my dissertation on this channel, but this is just the first page, so it's not really showing much to you. This is it written in LaTeX, and then it comes out as like a PDF that looks a lot like all my lecture notes. I like the way it looks, but it's just a bit faffy to write. I've literally barely written anything, but I just want her to check through because I've like summarised kind of what I want to do in my diss here, and then I want to send this to her and check that she thinks that's okay and like going to make a feasible project. So yes, sending that now, and then tiny bit of reading, then off. I can currently do the first 2 marks out of 12 after doing about 10 minutes of reading, so progress. But I swear this is just nonsense from question 2 onwards. So it is like 12:15 now, and after sending that email I made the tiniest amount of progress on my complexity theory coursework, just like trying to understand what's going on, to be honest. But now I need to get going to uni because I actually have a seat in our computer science lab booked from 1 till 5 today. And the lab's only been open for a couple of weeks, and in the first half of term when it wasn't open, I really missed having access to it because the School of Computing Machines, like the ones in the lab, run Linux, and my laptop obviously runs Windows. If you've never heard of it before, Linux is just a different operating system. But to be able to do all my coursework for a module called computer graphics, I really need to use a Linux machine. So when the lab wasn't open, I had to basically use like a remote access type thing to put the Linux machine on my laptop, and it was so fuzzy and laggy and just absolutely disgusting. So my first coursework for this computer graphics module I did on that, but I'm going to try and get some progress towards my next coursework, which is due literally in January, done whilst I'm still in Leeds. I've only got a couple of weeks. I'm definitely not going to make much progress because basically it's a 70% graphics project where I've got to create a massive graphical scene which I can like move around. It's going to be really complicated. I'm actually scared and I haven't made even a start on it. So today is that day. I'll probably be very overwhelmed, but you know, better starting now than never. One thing I have realised though is that I have a live lecture from 4 till 5, and I will still be in the lab at that point unless I come home for it. This lecture is like a special add-on, so we didn't usually have it. Kind of forgot about it when I booked this lab space, so that's a tiny bit annoying. But I'll probably just sit in the lab and do it from 4 till 5, so I'll still have like a good 3 hours working on computer graphics, and to be honest that'll be enough because my brain will be fried after that. So I'm going to pack my bag with what's going to be a lot of things because I think I will take my laptop with me to do the lecture, and then that means I need my laptop charger, I need to take this camera. I'm not going to take my like paper to make notes because the lecture's a guest lecture, so it's not going to be assessed content, it's just going to be interesting. So I probably won't write anything down, I'll just appreciate it for the hour. Yeah, I'm rambling at you. Just gonna pack my bag, then gonna head to Bakery 164, which is a cafe just on the edge of campus, and get myself a sandwich. I think I'm gonna have to sit outside and eat it because lockdown, I don't think I can sit inside and eat because you've got to wear a mask if you're inside the union. So yeah, I'll sit outside in the 3-degree weather as Alexa has decided to inform me, so that'll be interesting. But the sandwiches from there are really nice, so that'll be good. Then I'm gonna get loads of work done and it's gonna be productive.
Missing someone.
Absolutely no idea how to get into the lab because I think there's weird one-way systems all the way around the uni, so I'm gonna go on a venture and try and find the way in. Okay, the main way in was literally shut, so I have no idea where I'm going now. Excuse my mask chin.
Missing someone, is as normal. Missing someone, and missing someone is as normal. Missing someone.
So it's time for my lecture now. I'm just going to sit here and watch it for an hour and then I can go home. I feel like I haven't made much progress, but I've tried really hard, so.
Missing someone.
Now dark, but it's like 5 PM. School computing's shut, so obviously I had to leave and now I'm just gonna walk home, but I'm gonna go Sainsbury's en route home to get a couple of bits, including an advent calendar, hopefully, if I can find one. Oh god, there's a car coming.
And you deserve, and you did it right from the start.
So it is 6 PM now and I've been back in the house for about half an hour, but I did have to charge up my camera battery before I could film this clip because it died during my last time lapse, so that time lapse was cut short. But yeah, I went to Sainsbury's. They didn't have an advent calendar, so I resorted to buying one of these. You know those like packs of chocolate that you always got as a kid, like with the 5 different things? What's it got? A fudge, a Freddo, mini pack of buttons, curly whirly and chomp. It was £1, so I just bought this instead of an advent calendar. I'll get an advent calendar nearer the end of the week and then just like catch up on the days, like the first few days of December that I'm gonna miss. But I will treat myself to one of those bits of chocolate later. As for now, I'm about to put some laundry on and then probably cook my dinner. I was gonna make creamy chicken, mushroom, broccoli pasta, but like I don't fancy anything creamy. I don't know why. I just feel a little bit off. And I like milk never agrees with me at the best of times, like fully, so gonna go off the cream and I'll just make vegetable pasta instead. That's a lot easier as well because it means I'm not faffing with chicken. And then I may or may not do some more work, but like I've done quite a lot today by my standards anyway. I feel like my day has been quite productive, but I think I will maybe just write out the first few marks of the coursework that I have for graph algorithms that I tried to start this morning kind of. And then I'll feel like I've had a fully productive day. But yeah, as for now, laundry and food. what he did. He threw a freaking bit of courgette in my apple juice. I hate you. What are you doing? Eating my food. Evil child. He's ruined it. There's herbs in my apple juice. I'm so sad. Stop it. Why? Teabag. I hate you. Have it. Get it gone. So it is a lot later now. It is nearly 10 PM actually, and not gonna lie, I didn't get any more work done. And that's because after eating I just started feeling aggressively ill. I mean, I think I did mention earlier on in the vlog that I've been feeling a bit off, which is why I didn't want to eat creamy pasta because I thought it might make me feel ill, but I just felt ill eating anyway. So yeah, this has been kind of a recurring problem at the minute, to be honest. Like, I keep feeling really nauseous and just getting a bit sick, so don't really know what's up with me. When I say recurring problem, it's been happening for months, so it's not like COVID or anything. I'm just, my body just doesn't like me. So I've chilled in bed this evening, but you know what, I had kind of a productive day by my standards, and it was really, really nice to be on campus, be in the lab, a nice familiar location for me to be studying that isn't this bedroom. So yeah, I enjoyed my day, and I'm fine with just lying in bed feeling a bit ropey and watching TikToks for the next few hours because I deserve it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to see more from me. Don't know what or when my next video will be. My uploads are very sporadic at the minute. I'm sure anyone who attempts to watch my channel religiously will be aware. I was going to film a room tour, but I just feel like my room isn't very exciting. I never fully finished decorating it. I've got an entire blank wall, which annoys me, and I don't know if I'm happy. If you want to see a room tour, let me know. I just feel like it wouldn't be very exciting. My room is small and there's not even much going on. Maybe if I finish this wall. Maybe I need a motivation to finish this wall. But anyway, I will stop rambling at you now, and I hope you really did enjoy this video, and I will see you next time.